All right, think about your last trip to the grocery store. We all have those go-to items, right? The stuff that just always ends up in the cart. But what if I told you that behind every single one of those labels, there's a wild story of farming, high-tech factories, and some pretty incredible science?
I mean, you know that sound when you crack open a can of Pepsi or that perfect creamy spoonful of Nutella. You know what a good free-range egg looks like. But have you ever really stopped to think about the crazy journey those things take just to land in your kitchen?
Well, that's exactly what we're going to do today. We are pulling back the curtain to show you the hidden journey, the super complex industrial world that turns simple, raw ingredients into the products we use every single day.
And here's the thing, our story doesn't start in some shiny, loud factory. Nope. It starts out in the dirt, in fields and farms and orchards, literally scattered all over the planet. So let's take the cocoa bean, for example. You know, the heart and soul of Nutella. This is not a simple pick it off the tree kind of deal. It's a really tough, hands-on process. You've got skilled workers using machetes to chop down only the perfectly ripe pods. Then they have to crack those pods open, get the beans out, and spread them to dry under the hot sun for days on end. That drying part, it's absolutely crucial for getting that deep chocolatey flavor we all love.
And it's not just cocoa, right? This story of starting from the earth, it's true for all of these products. We're talking about hazelnuts from orchards in Turkey, sugar beets literally pulled out of the ground, fresh milk from dairy farms, and even fertilized eggs that are, the very beginning of a new flock of chickens. It all starts with nature. So the key takeaway here is this. Long before a single machine buzzes to life, these massive global supply chains depend entirely on farming and on human hands. The quality of what you buy in the store, it's literally rooted in the soil.
Okay, so now, get ready for a major shift. We're leaving those quiet fields behind and stepping into a completely different universe. The loud, super precise, and incredibly fast world of the mega factory. And wow, talk about a contrast. Think about it. The very same journey that starts with a person listening for a tiny crack sound in a cocoa bean ends with a high-speed camera scanning for flaws so small you can't even see them. It's just a completely different world.
To give you an idea of the scale we're talking about, get this. In a Pepsi factory, robotic arms are filling, capping, and sealing thousands of bottles. Not an hour, not a day, every single minute. The speed of that automation is just mind-blowing. Meanwhile, over at the Nutella factory, it's less about speed and more about, well, culinary chemistry. You've got these massive industrial mixers blending everything together for hours, and every little thing, the temperature, the mixing speed, even the humidity in the room, is controlled down to the decimal point. That's how they get that iconic, perfectly smooth texture every single time. Now, for our free-range chickens, the factory part is all about biology. The fertilized eggs aren't under a hen, they're in specialized incubators that create the perfect conditions for hatching. And once the chicks are born, they spend their first few weeks in these cozy, warm brooders, getting stronger and being watched over until they're ready to head outside.
Okay, so we've got the raw ingredients and we've got the massive scale. But how on earth do they make sure every jar of Nutella, every can of Pepsi tastes exactly the same as the last one? Well, that's where the science comes in.
And this is pretty fascinating. The flavor of Pepsi, it's not just about what your taste buds pick up. It's actually about psychology. That specific mix of sweetness and citrus is engineered to hit what scientists call a bliss point. It's that perfect storm of sweet, tart, and fizzy that literally lights up the pleasure centers in your brain. It's designed to make you want just one more sip.
And really, each of these products has its own secret to success. For Pepsi, it's all about nailing that precise syrup to carbonated water ratio. For Nutella, it's that super controlled mixing process we talked about. And for the free-range eggs, the quality comes from something totally different, a good natural diet and a low-stress environment.
So when we say free range, what does that actually mean? Well, it means the chickens get to be chickens. They can roam around outside, peck for bugs and plants, and do all the natural things chickens do. All that freedom actually lowers their stress levels, which makes for a healthier bird. And a more varied diet, that's what gives you those richer, more flavorful eggs with those beautiful deep orange yolks. And of course, there's always a little bit of magic, a little bit of mystery involved. Brands like Nutella have their tightly guarded secret formulas, those final little tweaks and ingredients that give the product its unique identity and makes it stand out from everything else on the shelf.
All right, one last critical step before these products head out the door, the packaging. And believe me, it's way more than just a container.
It's a whole science of its own.
Take the Pepsi bottle, for instance. Ever wonder why it comes in both glass and plastic? Well, there's a reason for that. Glass is amazing at keeping the fizz in and giving you that pure, clean taste. But it's heavy and fragile. Plastic, on the other hand, is lightweight, won't shatter, and can be made from recycled stuff. So it's this constant balancing act between the taste experience, the cost, and just plain convenient.
But that packaging can also create some real challenges. For example, some of those cool-looking black plastic bottles Pepsi uses, they're actually a headache for recycling plants. Turns out, the black coloring makes them invisible to the infrared sensors that sorting machines use. It's a classic case of design versus sustainability, and companies like PepsiCo are actively working on new types of black plastic that can be detected.
And so for all of these products, the last few moments inside the factory are a symphony of automation. It's this high-speed dance of machines filling, sealing, checking, and labeling, all before robotic arms swoop in, box them up, and get them ready to be shipped out to, well, everywhere. So after this incredible globe-spanning journey, we end up right back where we started, with you standing in a grocery aisle. But hopefully now you see that shopping cart a little differently. And this is why all that incredible efficiency and scale is necessary. Just take chicken, for example. The global demand is absolutely enormous. It's one of the most popular protein sources on the entire planet. We're talking about over 100 million tons consumed every year. The only way to meet that kind of demand is with a system that is just unbelievably efficient. So I'll leave you with this question to think about. Now that you know the incredible story behind these items, the journey from a farm through a high-tech factory and into that carefully designed package, does it change how you feel about the product itself when you hold it in your hand? Because from the hands of a farmer to the grip of a robotic arm, every single thing on that grocery shelf has a story to tell. It's a hidden history of nature, of human ingenuity, and of incredible scale. And now, you know how to listen to it.